What up? Good morning. Happy Thursday. I haven't done a video in a few days. Thought I would chime in. I was thinking about something. Like, what am I going to say? This is for me. But it's also for anybody who would come across one of these and see where I'm at. Like, see if I'm sitting here. I almost have, like, in 2 days, I'll have 2.5 months left until I have 2 years. That was a number I didn't think I'd get back to. I want to say I believed I wouldn't get back there. But I don't think I quite believed that. I believed I could get back to it. I just didn't think it was possible anymore. Relapse after relapse. I was just in my own place, which is where I sit when I get loaded. In my own place, alone, afraid, trying to work through it through reels and sermons and music, writing. And in a sense, I did. I got through it. It took a lot. But I thought about pottery. I saw this video and it made all the sense in the world. They took this pot, this ceramic pot, made of clay, and they broke it. And what we can do is, this broken pot can represent us, and we can try to glue those pieces together and put our old self back together. That I've tried to do so many times. The glue can be anything. Trying to get back to that old self, where I was when I was 2 years clean. Trying to take those shattered pieces and put them all back together, like this endless puzzle that the jigsaw puzzle pieces won't fit. Or I can break it down completely and add the elements that I need to add to melt it, mash it up, and put it in the oven, and then create this new piece. For me, that's what it required. It required breaking down completely and then remolding myself. Still me, but just a new me. There's still parts of me in there. And that's what it required of me. And I'm still molding. And I suppose there'll be other seasons of my life where that happens. Because even clean, that clay pot that I became was broken and remolded and put back in the oven. I suppose that life is always going to be like that, where we're broken. We try to glue it, but the glue is temporary and it never looks quite the same. So why not just remold it? Why not just learn? And instead of trying to use glue, why not just rebuild, reshape, reform? I like knowing that. I like knowing that you cannot fix that with glue. If it's to that point. Sure, I can glue the piece back together if it's one piece, and I'll always see the scars. But I like this go versus before. Today's going to be a wonderful day today. That's the view I get. And I'm really, really grateful for where I'm at today. For how much time I've got, that I didn't get loaded yesterday, that I'm able to be there for people when they need me. I'm able to be there for my kids. I'm able to be there for my job, for society, for people I don't even know when I come across them. But at the same time, I understand that seasons change. I don't have to, with every season, break the pottery down and remold. But when the pain gets heavy enough and I keep making the same mistakes, you know, whether it's the way I text or email or how many calls I go and do, some shithead remarks that I might make that I've done in the past, I don't do today. If I do that stuff over and over again, and I keep doing it, sometimes it's good to break it down and remold. I like the version of myself today much better than the version of myself when I had this amount of time last time. I'm not taking it back because that's, you know, a lot of time that has passed. And I'm only getting older. But I like where I am today. I like who I am today. I was driving home and I asked myself, if I got into a car wreck today and I had minutes left on my deathbed, enough time to think, would I be okay with how hard I worked and everything that I have in my life? And I thought, yes. And then rain came down all crazy. And of course, in my mind, I'm like, shit, man, it's gonna happen right now. But I thought to myself, that's God's way of hearing my thoughts and letting me know that He loves me. And letting me know that He agrees with me. And so, of course, the paranoid version of me came out and said, so am I going right now? And the rain stopped. It's weird how things happen for me and I see those things. Did the rain stop because I talked to God? No. The rain stopped because it was going to stop. I didn't get to see it that far ahead of that cloud that I went under when I was driving. But it just so happened to be the coincidence of, as I put that thought out there, it happened. I don't control the weather. I don't control these birds. When a bird comes down and I'm like, Mom, I miss you, and it nods, and all the other birds leave and it just stares at me, I say, I love you. I go look after and whoever I say, and then it flies off. That's just a bird sitting there. It would have stayed there no matter what if I asked a question. But it so happened to happen exactly that way. And I get to use those as gifts moving forward. So no, I'm not the Beastmaster. I'm not the weather. I'm not Storm from X-Men. But I like the spiritual side of things. It keeps me going. It lets me know that I'm on the right path. every summer follows winter. So whatever storm you have, summer's right behind it. If you just keep walking through it, don't give up. Don't walk backwards and stay in it. And keep walking, following winter. Because even if you try to do that, summer still follows. And I was so good at turning summer into winter. I was so good at avoiding the bright days to keep the dark nights. We don't have to do that. No matter what we've done, we can still keep walking forward. It's all part of the process. And that process is necessary for our development, if that's what we want. So go out into the world today and have a good day. Rodney, I love you. Proud of you, dude. All this shit, all this work, and these rewards, and you're appreciating the rewards as they come, so you don't have to look back and say, oh shit, that was actually a reward. That was a fucking reward. And I hated every second of it. And I wasn't really appreciating what it was. Gives me the ability to find a good perspective in the dark and the storms, and yet be able to appreciate and take in the reward that generally is going to be temporary. And I say generally because no one thing is the same all the time, but every once in a while that reward will remain. Like the love of my kids. That was a reward. Getting them back. Being able to have them in my life to where they look up to me, they lean on me, they say they're proud of me. They bounce things off of me. The littles need me. It took me a long time to get to this point. In such a short period of time to actually take a hold of it. So you got this, whoever you are, whoever's watching this, you got this. That's it.